Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two for him.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Gone. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jensen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Giants are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down. And
from the gun on third down, Jensen. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that's really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened, but then you didn't commit any mistakes either.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact that they're for it.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 26.
And the numbers for Gibbs from last week: 19 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here at primetime.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
That's good. For a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you're going somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Remember in preseason when
slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. We'll get that to Charbonnet. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
off
1.
play action. Jensen.
31-yard line.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
Now Andrews. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent game.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. On the ground, Andrews again. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jensen. He'll try to pick, and he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Ooh, the juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On the give, here's Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 20.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Amon-Ra St.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. As they've got it as we resume action. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hand off down to Gibbs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 3rd down and 1.
The 30-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
Goff going to keep it himself. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
There's Charbonnet once again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jensen. And it is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Giants.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Jensen. Nowhere to turn this time. He goes down. Sack back at the 29. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And shoving through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before they stop just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second and a couple. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they're not to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And New York set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jensen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jensen. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 6. That's good. 4 on Lions.
Now it's gone.
First down.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
14 yards.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
First and 10 at the 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Neighbors. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jensen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Number 12.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the Lions.
Second down in the yard. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40.
Giants first down.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure, they got him again. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3rd and long.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Jensen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. And what do you hear over and over and over on Hail Marys, Charles? You've got to watch for the batted ball.
And all those years that I played, the proper teaching was go up and bat the ball down. Don't go up and try and catch it, because if you don't, you could actually be the one that deflects it in the air. I wonder if that's going to change a little bit. We're seeing so many deflections and big plays like this. I wonder if they're going to start telling them, just go up and get the football, please.
But, man, talk about a deflating way to lose a football game. It doesn't get any more gut-wrenching than that. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 3rd and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Jensen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. What did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Tucker. Incomplete. He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
From the gun on third down. Jensen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
41-yard line.
Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
On the play. That's good for a Lions first down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
18 yards.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of
Goff
3.
now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Charbonnet. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Wayne McNeil breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Jensen's pass.
Here's 3rd and 10.
To number 87. A gain of 7 yards.
Looking to throw. Jensen. He lets one go. Deep for Addison. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants. We'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 139 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
3rd and 2.
To throw is Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Burns bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Giants. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. This 2nd and 4. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Giants, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New York.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jensen. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
Jensen's pass.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score a touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jensen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. Jensen. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Goff. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Well, this is called by Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Goff. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another defensive
Now gone.
first down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Gone. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. Darius Alexander in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They bring the pressure, and a very short kick. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 38-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. Fights loose. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 10 yards.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And some room to roam now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they will take a knee here. And they run the option on second down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for over the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.